Well, good day, everybody. Here we're on day 276 of reading the Bible through in a year, 2021. And today we are reading through Matthew 2. Matthew 2, in this, our new format. Our new format, which is actually our old format, previous to the just recently old format. Never mind. Matthew 2 shows us the Magi who came to find Jesus because they saw the signs of a great king being born, and they came to Herod because they thought Herod would also be, on board with all of this. That this is how could a child be a threat to his current reign, and and we have an example of what it is when we try to take control. When we try to interfere with what the Lord is doing. And it's just not a good idea. It's not a good idea when we understand what the Lord is doing. It's different when we don't understand, when we're not in tune. It's still not a good thing, but at least there you're not being deliberate. But so many of us are deliberate. We just don't like it. It's a threat to us. It's a threat to our comfort level. It's a threat to everything that we've come to understand. It's a threat to our stability, is how we see it. But the Lord has demonstrated time and again that there's nothing stable in this world. There's nothing, and He's going to do what He wants to do. To move His agenda forward, and He's going to use who He chooses to use, and He's going to change whatever situation that He sees fit to change. And it's best for us to get on board with His plan instead of fighting against His plan. And I say to the man in the mirror, right? Because the number of times, and I've shared with you in my own history, the number of times when the Lord has shifted me away from something that I was thoroughly enjoying, that I was really enjoying doing. He shifted me away, and how I wrestled with Him over it, and how He would question me, like, where do you get your identity from? Is it from this thing, or is it from me? Because my identity should never change. I'm always a child of God, no matter what it is that I'm doing. These are the things that we do. It's not the things that we are. Sometimes we forget that, even as pastors, or whatever we've been called to in the body, we can forget these things. We can forget who we are because of what we do. And Herod should have known. Herod had all the wise teachers around him, but he was more interested in preserving his control than he was on getting bored with God's plan. I mean, how different would it have been if Herod had celebrated the coming of the Messiah? But that's not the way the story was written, and the Lord knew that that's not what was going to happen, and he called upon Joseph in that protective role as the head of the family to protect the family, to go to Egypt, and so on, and that's all recorded there for us. And Joseph didn't question. He was obedient. He did, because he had learned his lesson. He was on board with the Lord. He was on board with the Lord's plan. As strange as it was, as shifting as it was for Joseph, this was the Lord's plan, and he was on board with it, and Herod wasn't. And as a result, we see that innocent people, children get killed. Innocent children were killed as a result of this. And people would say, well, why didn't God stop that? Because we have that free will, and Herod would be answerable for what he's done with that free will. And that's a hard thing for us to wrestle with, I know, because we'd rather see all the bad stuff, God intervene in all those things. But it reveals a lot and teaches us a lot too, and we can look at this and learn our lessons from this. Yeah, so, like, are there things in your life right now that are shifting that you're fighting against God and trying to control? Is it your way or the highway? Is that what you're saying to the Lord? Either you do it the way I want, either you make me feel comfortable, or you're out of here. You're not going to be part of my life. Is that what we're saying? Or are we saying, not my will, but yours be done, Lord? Not my will, but yours be done. That's just a question I'm going to throw out there. It's what jumps out at me from this scripture as we keep moving forward. So you guys be blessed today. Be encouraged. Have a really great day. Give me some feedback on what you think of this format. I know some of you were enjoying the other format, but so many people have dropped off. It just, it was a question of do we stick to our guns, or do we shift to accommodate people here, so that everybody at least gets something out of this reading. And maybe you didn't finish the Old Testament. That's okay. Just join us with the New Testament here, and the Lord has a lot in store to bless you with. So you guys be blessed today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.